Welcome to Knockbro Nation.
Welcome back, guys. Drell here.
And I'm Josh, and today we finally have another Walking Dead video. Been on hiatus with Walking Dead lately. There's just been nothing out there, guys. But today we're here to talk about, it's kind of a rumor going around that is Jeffrey Dean Morgan leaving The Walking Dead?
And you're probably wondering what we're talking about. If you've heard this news already, you know, this might be just another video for you that you've heard already, but we want to give you guys our thoughts on this. So the rumor mill right now is in regards to the Amazon Prime Video show.
The series.
The series, The Boys. Now, I've never picked up this show.
I haven't either, but I've heard it's really good. I've
yeah.
heard nothing but good things about this show. I mean, it obviously got picked up for a second season.
Yeah, and they're looking to go season 3. So basically, it is about set in a universe where superpowered individuals are recognized as heroes by the general public and owned by a power corporation, which markets them and monetizes them. Outside of their heroic personas, most of them are arrogant and corrupt. Now, there is another sect of people who are vigilantes looking to keep the corrupted heroes under control, which is what The Boys are. So it sounds pretty cool, the concept anyway.
It's kind of like a Suicide Squad meets, like, Incredibles.
Yeah, something like that. Or even like X-Men type
Probably
thing.
the best way to put it.
That is pretty good.
Yeah.
That is really good. So apparently, Jeffrey Dean Morgan last year kind of tweeted that he would love to be part of The Boys, right? And recently, the showrunner Eric Kripke kind of confirmed with Collider in regards to what they were talking about. Now, they've said they have been in talks with Jeffrey Dean Morgan by text and emails that they are possibly creating 2 parts for him in case maybe he can't get the 1 part, he can maybe do the 2nd part. Now, they've also confirmed that in the way that he said it in the interview, there would be a problem with this because this person, Jeffrey Dean Morgan, would have a conflict because he is on The Walking Dead. Now, not meaning because of the Walking Dead contract. I'm not sure if it means maybe when they're filming, it could be the time when they could be filming The Walking Dead. Not really
Maybe
sure.
he has to change his appearance.
Maybe. He probably has to. Or it could be something maybe in the contract. So maybe they could have to get a deal with AMC to say, could he work on another TV show other than AMC? Not sure where that deal is in their contract, but what would this do to our favorite character Negan going forward if, in fact, he does leave? And the rumors are pretty big right now that he could be getting this part.
Yeah, that's bad.
You know,
it kind of does make sense, though. I guess initial thoughts. If let's assume Jeffrey Dean Morgan leaves and Negan, the character, I guess I'm not. What's the word I'm looking for? I'm not. I guess I wouldn't be upset. I mean, would you?
Depends on what they're going to do with his story on the TV show. Because if
they kill him off,
if he does leave, maybe they go the route of the comic books where he goes out on his own
into solitude.
Yeah. Now, yes, it's vastly changed with some of the parts of the comic book story they've already done earlier in the season in regards to Maggie. That was part of the comics. Possibly trying to kill him.
But with Maggie coming back, maybe that reassures Negan as in like, okay, she's back. I could live here without her, but now there's no possibility of me coexisting with her in this community.
Right.
Now's my time to leave. Right. And there they leave it at that.
Or, like you said, if they decide to kill him, what would they have him do? There's rumor mills out there right now of who could possibly, if Beta does end up dying, who could kill Beta. And there's rumors out there right now. It's kind of close to the comic book, but it's going to be changed a little bit. Could Negan sacrifice himself to save maybe Judith and fight Beta and end up dying? And then someone else kills Beta in regards to that?
Dude,
I don't know.
What I'd like to see is him and Beta fight to death. Like, meaning they both end up killing each other from their wounds.
Like an honorable, samurai type thing or something?
Of thing, yeah.
They
like
both die, and then whoever falls first is the loser?
Yeah. Yeah. I think that... I don't know. I mean, I think that'd be the best way to do it. I don't know. I mean, I said I'd be upset, or I wouldn't be upset, but then a part of me kind of would be upset because Negan's a big character in the comic books. I mean, so much so we just got a one-shot of Negan saying Negan lives.
Yeah. So
he does live towards the end of the apocalypse and makes it through the entire series and more. Right. So,
it's like, when I was thinking about it, as much as I love Negan, I mean, I wouldn't want to, I would never want to see Rick die, which we know he did in the comics. But would I want to see Negan die in the show?
No.
I kind of don't. I mean,
unless
I really
he
don't.
sacrifices himself.
Unless it's something very heroic, which then would leave a lasting impression on everyone, knowing, the people that don't know what he did previously, they've only heard of things, it's not going to be a big deal. But the people who were fighting against Negan, who see him now, who knew what he used to be and what he is now, having him die kind of very heroic would be a good closure to his character and to the feelings, especially for Maggie and everyone else who were part of that lineup, to know that, okay, people can change, you know, and it could be a hard sell to do it that way, as far as the writers to us fans, but they could do it that way. Or they could let him go out on his own and kind of do the comic book part of it and say, hey, Negan just goes out on his own. Maybe we'll get back to him at another time. Maybe
That's
a spin-off or something.
That's what I would love.
Yeah.
Like, I'm all for, let's leave this character alive. Let's send him off kind of like we did with Michonne with a purpose. They could go down that route.
Right.
Spoiler alert for you, those of you that have not read the comics or read Negan Lives, but it is confirmed that at a chunk of time, he left to find his dead zombified wife and brought her back to a restful state. Buried her properly. So they could do that. They could definitely show that. So in other words, they leave him alive. I see the show doing that too. Mm-hmm. And maybe him coming back at a later date. Yeah,
because, you have to think of the star power of what we have left. Yes, we're getting Lauren Cohan back. A lot of fans may or may not like her. But, Denai Guerrera's left. We may see her in spinoffs in the movies. We may not. But you got to think of the star power, the big characters that are left on the show, mm-hmm. and a lot of Negan fans, huge Negan fans. I know some of you may not like Negan from his introduction. That's fine, but the AMC has to think about who can carry the show. We know Norman Reedus isn't going anywhere. We know he's not. If they do, good luck. And Melissa McBride.
You're already saying at this point the show's close to an end.
Yes.
You get rid of Daryl, and you can damn well bet that you're closing it out that season.
And I think if they do kind of let Negan go,
might be the writing on the wall.
You can kind of say season 11 will probably be the last.
I completely agree. I definitely see the writing on the wall if Jeffrey Dean Morgan does leave.
Yeah.
Like you were saying, there's not too many out there stars, right? We have Maggie, we have Daryl, we have Carol. We might even lose some of those. This finale.
Yeah.
We'll see.
But awesome for JDM if he wants to venture out. We know that there's also a possible DC universe for Jeffrey Dean Morgan. There's rumors that he could reprise his role as Thomas Wayne,
which would be
awesome. in a new Flash movie. And there's also rumors that he could even play Batman, because what they're wanting to do with this possible Flash movie is kind of a multiverse to where instead of Thomas Wayne being killed, he would stay alive and become Batman. So Bruce would not become Batman, Thomas Wayne would become Batman. Or maybe Bruce becomes Batman first, and then later on, or Thomas becomes Batman first and Bruce takes over the reins.
Don't like that.
I don't know about that multiverse thing, but reprising his role for the Flash movie could work if it's like a flashback, or I'm not sure of the details on that, but we know stars get, offers for a lot of roles, and depending on their deals with AMC, they might be able to take up a movie or maybe a part of a TV show as long as it doesn't conflict with The Walking Dead. But as far as his boys, this could be something that maybe Jeffrey Dean Morgan, if they're going to write him into the show, it could be they could just write him in for season 3, who knows, and that could be it. But it could be something that he might want to change. He loves Negan, we know that. But maybe he's kind of like, the way they're writing me, maybe the ideas that he's heard so far on season 11, he's kind of just like, well, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I honestly thought there would be more love for Negan. Even in his bad guy moments, I thought that there'd be more love for Negan, and I think
it's turned some fans.
The reception from the onslaught of him coming into the show was not received very well.
Yeah, it was huge. It was huge.
Oh, don't get me wrong. That moment was freaking huge.
It was huge. Yeah, like we said, it was probably majority of the non-comic book readers. We're not saying that everyone had to have watched the comics,
of the source material loved that moment.
They did. Well, actually, I have seen some comments where some of them, they didn't like it. They didn't want Negan to do that in the show. But I think it would be
Come
hard.
on.
It would be hard to introduce Negan without doing the lineup.
Yeah.
But I don't know. But I mean, we're excited for JDM. We hope that whatever they do decide, Negan, however they plan on exiting Negan from the show, that it's done. I'm sure they'll do it in an awesome way.
Yeah.
But I think like you said, I don't want to see him die. I think they should leave him alive and then plan for like a spin-off series.
Yeah,
that
absolutely.
could work.
I think that would work.
Here's Negan.
You could do Here's Negan and Negan Lives almost in the same fashion with flashbacks and everything.
Negan Lives could be a little bit different, but they could probably do a twist on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I think it would be cool.
It would be awesome.
I think it'd be sweet.
It would be awesome.
Yeah.
And if not, just recast Henry Rollins. Here we go.
Oh, Henry Rollins would be pretty cool.
That was one of the names that was thrown around very early on the cast. Like before Negan was even a thought for the show.
Yeah.
Henry, I think he even auditioned for it.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that.
I thought I heard that somewhere.
It would be tough to. It would be tough to see Negan like. If The Walking Dead continued on past season 11, it would be tough to see Negan recasted.
Yeah, it'd be tough
at that point in time.
With The Walking Dead, and they have not had a history of doing this, it would see, at this point, any character recasted would be a problem.
It would be a problem because they've already have the longevity.
Yeah.
And so, like, if it was like Jeffrey Dean Morgan was in for maybe like 2 episodes and something came up to where he had to leave and he was recasted, that would work. But he's been on the show for this long.
Especially with such an iconic role.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it is Negan.
Yep.
So... Well, let us know what you think. Do you think that Jeffrey Dean Morgan, if he does get this role, will he leave The Walking Dead, or will they find a way to coordinate the filming of The Boys and The Walking Dead, depending on where they're going to take Negan's story going forward? We're hoping it's in a good place, and we're hoping they're not going to leave him out to dry like they did with Tom Paine and Jesus.
Yeah, no kidding. and this may not be, maybe rumor only. This may not even come to light.
And the deal is not done yet.
Yeah.
They will announce it if it is, but this is just it is confirmed that they are in talks with him. So it has to be noted.
Yeah. Guys, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Hit that bell notification so you're always notified when we upload new content. Follow us at Knockbro Nation on Facebook and Twitter. I'm Josh.
I'm Jarrell.
We're Knockbro Nation. We're out.